When we get to this time of year, a lot of people scramble and freak out and make a lot of new campaigns and start from scratch and forget all of their past data. So, as we've been picking up in the Christmas season here, I just wanted to make some super simple things you can do to remember that, if you've been a seller for a few years, a lot of the data is already there. You need to just take a second, look at the past data, look for a few things, probably changes that you've made throughout the year that you've forgotten. Because I know I've been going through with my team, and we have made a lot of changes back in summer, back in the January, that we kind of forgot about. But looking at a few big filters like this and just turning things back on can help you get this Christmas spike in PPC without doing a bunch of new work, right? You've already done the work, just double check it and make sure everything's there. So I just thought of 5 very high level things that I think a lot of people are going to forget. The first thing, super simple, just check your ad groups, okay? Make sure that you don't have merchant fulfilled SKUs running in your ad groups. Make sure that you have, if you've added a new SKU, like some people, they'll remove inventory and then add it as a new SKU and won't put it into their campaigns. This is the biggest one, right? That's absolutely the biggest thing there. Now, and I'm gonna jump into a gift brand here and go through these 3. So we're gonna look at lifetime data, filter budgets low to high, right? The exact opposite of what you would think. And then look at pause and archived campaigns. So if I jump into this gift, this is strictly a gift food brand, okay? They sell like gift food boxes. So I have lifetime data pulled up here, and you can see, let's look at sales and ACOS, right? So that is that. Let's look at 2020, right? So 2020 in December, they did 135 at 14% ACOS. And then you can see like every month for them is different because there's different holidays in there. There's Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all of that stuff. So they have huge spikes and huge drop off in sales. So there's a lot of stuff always changing. So this time during the year and during a lot of holidays, I'm always looking at lifetime campaigns. And now I know you're going to say you're going to see all of these are paused right now, right? Because we're on top of this. We have pauses for specific reasons, and we have really low budgets on these. And these are ones from 2 years ago. Most of these are from 2019. But I think a lot of people watching this is they're gonna do this. They're gonna look at lifetime data, and actually I only had paused up there, right? So there we go. So that's better. So I have my active ones and I have some of the paused ones. But a lot of people, when they're looking at campaigns, they only have active status enabled. So maybe it was one time, maybe during summer, something went out of stock and you paused the campaign and completely forgot about it. So always remember to do active status all. That's a huge filter. And you might look at that and then see some campaigns that were paused and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot that campaign crushed it last Christmas, right? So I want to turn that one back on, and that's it. You just have to enable it and you'll be good, okay? So I want to do that one. And then also budget low to high. I don't know if everyone does this as much as me and my team do, but instead of pausing a lot of campaigns or adding negatives, we're really big on changing budgets, okay? So a lot of times we'll set $1 budgets, we'll set like $1.25 budgets to know that we've done that. But at this time during the year, again, guys, you can see a lot of these are paused because they're from 4 or 5 years ago. But do this in your campaigns. Look at budgets low to high, and then look at lifetime data. And you might see some of these really good ones that you ran last year that you lowered the budgets for, that all of a sudden you can crank that up, give it a $100 daily budget, and it's gonna, not all the time, right? I can't promise it, but it might pick up right where it left off, and all you're doing is changing one number, okay? So we've got that. And then I wanna see, what else was I looking at here? We've got lifetime, we've got budget low to high, and then that's it, right? Look at pause and archived campaigns. One last thing here. Whether you're doing bid adjustments through bulk operations or through software, double check that. So what I'm saying here is, in bulk operations, and let me just pull this up here. So, with bulk operations, and that's how we do our bid adjustments, is, right, you can see at this time of year, we're making a lot of changes. There's always some errors in there, right? But if you're managing your own account, or if you are making bid adjustments, and you remember in your head, or you took down notes when you lowered a lot of bids, you can go in here and download these files that you've uploaded and see the bid adjustments that you made, right? So if you lowered a lot of bids to 20 cents or something a couple months ago and forgot about them, download that file, upload those bids that you lowered, and boom, they're going to kick back in, right? Now, it's the same thing with software. I know softwares that make daily bid changes, they change them based on volume and inventory and everything. So maybe just do a quick touch base with whoever is managing your bids and say, hey, are there any high volume keywords that we have really low bids for right now, right? Let's make sure that we set them at a good level and keep them there for the rest of December, okay? So basically, this was just a reminder video, right? To remember all of the changes you made throughout the year. And don't start from scratch if you don't have to. Look back at your changes, flip a couple things on, touch base with whoever is managing your stuff, look at lifetime data, and that should kick stuff right back in.